All right, you know what time it is. It is talk time. Talk time with Inspirational Rob. That's my guy over there. I'm E. And then my special guest. Well, we bring you the best in infotainment, which is information and entertainment. Let me set that there. And let me tell you, subscribe, like, comment, share, because I got a special guest today. And if I don't do that, she's going to get on me. So today, my special guest is Tanesha. She is a business coach, and we say you're a business mogul. Because give me your tagline and explain who you are to the audience.
Well, hello, you guys. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank
My
you.
name is Tanesha, and I said I'm a business coach and a sales coach. What does that mean, E? What does that mean, Rob? I help entrepreneurs get consistent and confident at social media. I help you to grow your audience, and I help you to put profit in your pocket in real life. So not just on social media, but actually in the real streets.
In the real streets. Now, I followed you for a while, and then I got up the courage to say, you know what? I'm going to reach out to her. So I reached out to you for your business program because I'm an entrepreneur. Detroit Made, shameless plug. www.detroitmadeinc.com.
That's what's up.
Get your jogger. But anyway, I reached out to you because I was in a frustrated position. I was in that place where I needed to stretch out. And I followed you and I watched you. And you're such a product expert at what you do. And so then when I reached out to you, connected with you, listen, you are the real deal, Holyfield.
Thank you.
What makes a successful entrepreneur?
Oh, I definitely want to say it ain't how much money you make.
Okay.
I definitely want to start by that because I think most oftentimes people equate success with money. And for me, I definitely don't. I equate it to walking in your godly purpose. I compare it to me actually doing the thing I love every day. I compare it to me waking up, learning something new every day. As long as I'm doing those things, I consider myself successful. So it's not me having $1 million in my pocket. It's just me.
It's not that you don't want it.
Well, it's coming. Let me be clear. It's coming.
But you have a story. So your story is, and I followed your story, which is very intriguing, which would have drew me to you, is that you were in corporate America, and then you left corporate America to become an entrepreneur.
Definitely.
Business coach. How did that happen?
So I retired at the age of 35. Shameless plug.
What? That is going too fast. She retired at the age of 35. But you set yourself up.
I set myself up. It definitely took some planning. I had an exit strategy. I took some time to figure out what my purpose is. So before I retired, it wasn't like, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to figure things out. No, I figured things out before I quit my job. So then that way, the thing I was walking in blindly, I was walking in faithfully as well. That was really important for me. So when I quit, what success looked like, because I'm going to just keep on the vein of success.
Come on.
What success looked like for me once I quit and left corporate America, it looked like discipline. Ooh, say that again.
Say it again.
Say that again, T. It looked like discipline because many people think that entrepreneurship is this easy thing. But you have to wake up and you got to fight for this thing every day or your baby's not going to eat. Or, you know what I mean? Or you're going to end up right back in the corporate world. So real quick, one thing I do want to say is I tried entrepreneurship almost 13, 14 years ago at this point.
I want you to get to.
And I failed.
She still has curling irons in her trunk.
I got curling irons in my bedroom.
What's wrong with curling irons?
Just tell the story. How many things did you try as an entrepreneur?
I'm going to name some of them.
Okay.
I sold jewelry. Okay. I had a clothing store that had a barbershop inside of it. I sold Mommy and Me. I had flat irons. I attempted Mommy and Me clothing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I attempted to start a nonprofit charter school here in the city of Detroit.
Is that still a dream?
That is going to be it's going to be not a dream. It's going to be a goal. Yeah.
Okay.
I had a mentorship program where I mentored high school students in the city of Detroit. I had at the time 50 students. I'm a realtor, so I have my real estate license. I had a transportation company for kids where I had drivers that went to pick kids up from school. They'll wait in that long pickup line. Yeah. I've done it all, but let me tell you. So
you're too young to have done all that.
Come on,
I'm 35.
And I look good.
Listen, a beautiful coach.
But I just want to say this. I'm sorry that that I did all of these things because I was a serial entrepreneur. I knew that I wanted success. I knew I wanted to walk in my purpose, but I wasn't sure what my purpose really was until I connected with a coach, until I connected with a mentor, some people might say, you know what I mean? Because you really can't coach and play the game at the same time. So I'm here thinking I'm just meant to start business after business. Every time I wake up, I'm starting a new business. Let's start a new business today, Jesus. What is it gonna be? This is what we started. That's the realm, right?
I got you.
So when I got with the coach, he helped me to realize that my purpose, I really love to see businesses start. I really love to see businesses grow. And for me, I got that same fulfillment from helping others to do that same thing. So if I can do that thing 1,000 times a year and not have to worry about the particulars of it, that's me walking in my purpose. I get to wake up and do something I love every day. And many people need to realize that the thing that they're doing can be their purpose if they really understand how to work it. We'll talk about that maybe on another episode, but you got to work that purpose too.
That's good.
So in the process though, you said because I know your story, you retired, but you saved up some money. You had an exit strategy. Talk about your exit strategy. Because a lot of people just quit and then they get discouraged because they didn't have an exit strategy.
So a lot of people don't know that when I quit, I saved up $60,000. I took how much I needed to make a year or to have in a year in order for me to survive. So I gave myself a goal of saving $60,000.
Okay.
I put a year
at 35.
At 35.
Yeah, really. Not really.
And this is completely different than what I did at 25. At 25, I told my manager on the sales floor, "See you later, goodbye. You ain't gonna talk to me any kind of way. Do you know my name?"
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Rob, that's
what's up.
Different stages and seasons of this.
It was that I learned my lesson, right?
Okay. Wow.
I was disciplined in this thing. So I gave myself a goal of saving, not making $60,000 in a year, because I don't want to say this to say it arrogantly, but I was already making six figures in corporate. I say that to say to somebody that they're letting this salary that you make at corporate hold you hostage when it's plenty more where that came from. It's plenty more where that came from.
It takes courage.
It takes courage. It takes that confidence.
Net.
Yes. But that $60,000 I ended up saving in 6 months. Because I had a plan, I had a strategy to be successful. I had a strategy to be disciplined. So I did it in half the time where I was able to leave. In my first full year of entrepreneurship, I didn't have to worry like how some may have to worry. Yeah.
You hit on something. You talked about having that plan, because a lot of people want to just jump out there and make it happen, right away, and then you can end up, like you said, at 25, you're like, I ain't taking this. I'm out of here, and like, hold on, I got to pay my rent. I got to pay my rent, right? But you also said something that I thought that resonated with me. You said you were a serial entrepreneur. Explain that a little bit, because I believe a lot of people out there have a lot of potential who are serial. I think I'm hearing when you say serial entrepreneur, I think I know what you're saying. But if you
tell me what you mean when you say, I know if I'm going to tell you what I mean, and then you tell me if you're on the same page.
Okay.
Cool? Okay. Yeah. More than one.
That's the simple definition. More than one.
More than one. Like one ain't good enough. And I say, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to throw around my grammatics, but one ain't good enough. I need more.
Right.
But look, how did you define your niche? And how long did that process take? And that's like a 3-part question. And then where did your mentor fit into that?
Oh, so I wish I would have got a mentor early on so I could understand what serial really meant to me. Because sometimes if we it's nothing wrong with being a serial entrepreneurial if you are being a serial entrepreneur intentionally.
Right. Okay.
I was just randomly starting some stuff, because it sounded like a good idea.
Right.
So for me, when I had to really understand what's for me, just because I was good at it don't mean I should be doing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Unpack that. Just because I'm good at it doesn't mean I should be doing it.
That just because I'm good at it doesn't mean that's the thing God called me to do.
Wow.
And sometimes just because you're good at something, an entrepreneurial who is serial. Hi, my name is Tanesha. I was good at a lot of things, so therefore I tried to start a lot of things. But all of those things were not aligned with my destiny.
Ooh.
So I'm a firm believer in having my 7 streams of income. I'm gonna have my 7 streams of income. You got your 7 streams of income. So I'm not saying serial entrepreneur does not mean, or me saying that I'm no longer a serial entrepreneur doesn't mean that I'm taking away my streams of income. It just means that I'm moving intentionally in those streams. So
So let me pay you a compliment, because in working with you, you're not only just a coach, but you see a little more into people, and I think that's one of the intangibles that people get when they come into your environment, and you'll give your information certainly at the end, because you need to connect with her, and so that's one of the things when I started working with you. And this is the first time we met in person.
Yes.
But we developed such a bond till we just felt like we knew each other.
Yeah, definitely.
So explain, if you can, how do you see that in people and guide them to where they need to be?
Oh, once again, I'm doing what I was born to do. So it's not hard. When you're doing what you are truly born to do, that thing is going to come naturally to me. So when I see your dopeness, when I see, like, I was telling E the stuff I witnessed in videos from watching Inspirational Rob on Instagram,
Right.
because I'm operating in my veins. So everywhere I look is purpose.
See, dropping them everywhere you look.
Everywhere I look is purpose. So typically I would say everywhere is content. Content is everywhere. But when you are operating in your vein, when you are operating in your purpose, I can look at people and see something in them, because that's what I was put here to do. Now, the thing that I want to say that we kind of talked about prior to the show is that before I wasn't confident in giving it to people. Ooh, I received that for myself. I shouldn't say that.
What you mean?
I shouldn't. Telling somebody that your product line is dope, but you're gonna be on stages. Your product line is just the primary surface level, but you are going to touch international stages. I received that for you. Not many people can be confident and comfortable enough with telling somebody, the thing you see in front of you is dope, but let me tell you, if you be patient, you got something a little bit more coming. I wasn't confident in that.
What changed?
The belief, the discipline. It keep coming back to that. I don't know why, but because once I realized that, okay, I can't half-ass it, it changed.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you demand consistency.
That's true.
And you said something about one of the things that I took away from you that brings consistency is that you say content is everywhere. And I was like, okay, but it's not. And you was like, no, when you brushing your teeth, it's find the content in it.
It's everywhere.
So talk about that for a moment. Give me that practical application so the audience will know. Without giving, because you need to sign up to get the whole kit and caboodle. But go ahead.
You are your brand. You are your brand. People support people. You put your pants on just like your customer put their pants on, 1 foot at a time. Now, some people might jump and shimmy into those things, and that would make you unique, because you jump and shimmy into your pants, right? Yeah, ultimately it's the same thing. But understanding that you are what people need. A lot of us don't think, and I receive this for myself, a lot of us don't understand that we're needed. And we're needed for more than what our product offers.
Wow. Yeah. So we're not just our product.
You are not just your product. So once you really understand that you're more than that, people are going to be gravitating to you because you now have points of relatability. You now bring me something. You can now leave me different. When I watch some of your videos on Instagram, Rob, you jumping out. I'm like, well, give me a parachute, because if he can do it, I could do it.
I love it though.
But Tanesha, you said something too about as far as content is everywhere. I say this to people all the time, and sometimes I almost feel like I don't know. Am I being arrogant, but people say, well, where do you get your content? Or how do you come up with this stuff? And I'm like, it's everywhere.
Come on.
It's everyday stuff. I can get up in the morning, I swear to you, I get up in the morning and I might say, or I'm driving to a place I want to shoot a video or whatever. And then I'll look over and I'll go, oh, that's it. I see this. I get up in the morning, I'm brushing my teeth or whatever else. And I'm like, oh, that's it.
But let me stop you. for both of y'all. Can you develop that, or is that natural?
You can develop it. Absolutely. You can. I think, right, Coach? I think that you can develop it.
What's one of the first? Well, we've been working with each other for so long that you may not even
It
remember
seems like so
one
long,
of the
but it's
things
only
that I
been a
first
year.
asked you.
Right.
One of the first things I asked someone when we're working together is, what is it that you want to be known for? What is it that you want to be known for at the end of 2022, at the end of 2021, into 2023? What do you want people to go off and say about you? Oh, he brushes teeth every day. He brushes teeth and get his content together every day. He spent times with his daughter. She gonna make sure her daughter eat, no matter if it's McDonald's. Yes. How does she balance it all? And then I show a picture of me in the McDonald's drive-thru.
You will.
Come on, because what do I want to be known for? I want to be known for a serial entrepreneur, right? And a serial entrepreneur is doing a lot.
Yeah.
That's good.
When did you realize you were able to teach that? Because that's a gift, but it still had to be developed.
So in my corporate days, I want to make sure I say it the right way.
Just say it.
Just don't say the company. Just don't say the company.
Okay.
Corporate days.
So in my corporate days, I had to be a certain person, right? But I had to teach in my corporate days because I've always been good at picking up some stuff. Like, I was one of those kids in school where I really didn't have to study. So I would just show up, take the test, and then I would get a C or better. And I was okay with a C or better in college or in high school because let's just call it spade a spade. But when I went to corporate, they teach you and they train you that you got to be professional, right? They teach you and they train you that you gotta be a certain way. So they were already teaching me how to teach. Content is everywhere. Corporate, you work at a retail place. I don't care if you're at the customer service desk. Your framework for whatever it is that you are doing there. They had me teaching in front of hundreds and 500 people on the stage there. I took the framework and understood if I could do it for them, why can't I do it for myself? You say,
amen to that.
You say, why? How did you understand that teaching was possible? They paying me $100,000. I want to pay myself $1 million to be able to do it.
Wow. And do it for myself.
Yeah.
And love doing it. You said that, you said you talked about purpose earlier. I think it's amazing to when I watch you, Tanesha, and I go, okay, all right. You teach people and you coach them so that they can live out purpose. And it goes back to what you were asking. When did it resonate for you to teach purpose, to coach people in this? And I guess I'm more like making a statement more so than asking a question. But I think it's just always, to me, it's very amazing to see a person like you when they wake up and they go, oh, I can teach this and I can coach people to do this. But you have to get it for yourself first. And it's amazing. It really is amazing. You know what I'm saying? And so now you got it. So you give back. You give back. And that it has to be a passion. It has to be.
I say, once again, it's not a dollar amount attached to my God-given purpose. It's not a dollar amount tied to how much I'm going to serve the Lord, how much I'm going to do what he called me to do.
Right.
I don't know why I'm getting emotional right now, but I think that someone is tying a dollar amount to something. And they're tying a dollar amount to their passion. And they're saying, okay, I'm only going to show up when I get 1,000 followers. I'm only going to show up when I make or sell 10 products. I'm only going to show up, but it's no strings attached to what the Lord called me to do. And in this season, I'm not wavering for that. So when it comes to me going out and teaching my purpose, I'm gonna teach it whether you want it or not, whether you gonna receive it or not.
Your choice.
So yeah.
Well, you got it.
Thank you.
There's no question about it. We out of time, but we gonna come back because I want you to talk about pay what you got.
Okay.
I want you to talk about a community entrepreneur. I want you to talk about your IG promo list, which is
pay what you got.
That's
got me. Pay what you got. That's got me thinking like already. Like okay.
Fourth quarter challenge. I want to talk about 20-minute power sessions. You have so many things that you have to offer, but you got to come back. for the episode 2. But where can we find you?
So you can follow me on Instagram, mogul_maker. So MOGUL_maker.
Look for a beautiful, kind of like that kind of thing. Yeah. Mogul_maker. She's helping people make millions. How many millionaires have you made?
I've created, well, it's going to be 5 by the end of the year. 5 millionaires over to start it. Yeah.
Just touch
You just want to touch the hem of the garment.
Some of that too.
You better get in line. Follow her on all social media. Listen, that's it. We coming back because she's gonna talk about some of these principles and some of these programs she has to offer. But you've been listening to Talk Time with Inspirational Rob. That's Inspirational Rob. I'm E. Our special guest, Tanesha. Coach T. And come right back. We come right back. Listen, subscribe, comment, share, all those good things. Like, yeah, all of that. And thank you on Inspirational Rob. Talk Time with Inspirational Rob. And